Hello, hello. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Indigenous Her, Natawa Corporation. All right. It is so good to be here today. God has given us another day. Look at Him. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all some time to come on in, have this conversation with me. Cause I like to talk, I like to conversate. It's been a while, due to our busy schedule. We've been on again, off again. And it's kind of a beautiful day. This is the time where the time gets to renew itself. The season is in the midst of changing, right? And there's a lot of good happening. So I'd like to use this podcast as a way to increase and discuss the good. We hear about the bad all the time, but I want to hear about the good. And happy Women's Month. You know, first off, let me go ahead and introduce you guys and tell you guys a little bit more about our products. So every time we get on here, I want to talk about Indigenous Hair. It's a natural hair care product line, and as you've seen, we was just playing some commercials. I'm hoping my girl Deborah can hook me up with some more little commercials because she does banging commercials. So I'd like to show y'all. This is our oil here. Let me see if I get a good. Yes. This oil is made with the best, okay? Good stuff. No chemicals, no toxins, no parabens, no sulfur. And this oil name is the avocado almond mix. Emerald avocado almond mix. We also have our scalp pomade. Scalp pomade. So this is like your grease, but inside of the scalp pomade, it has like nice little bits of the weeded plants that we use to grow and groom our oil. So it's our scalp pomade. The name of this one is the hibiscus aloe scalp pomade. It's good for braids and it's also good for your dreads. It make it do what it do, and it's all natural. This is our top seller, our spritz. All right. So our spritz is made with that good, and it leaves the hair moisturized, as well as I would say just looking luscious, a lot of glow, a lot of gloss, not that frizzy kind of look. It can be used on weaves as well and our real natural hair to get that good curl, that slip. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Ladies, we got that good shampoo. Okay. Yes, made with the goods. All right. We also have your condition moisturizer. So this is like a leave-in conditioner and moisturizer. hmm And for the men, we didn't leave y'all out. We did not leave y'all out at all. So we have the men's beard oil, and it could also be used on the scalp. hmm And it smells really good. The men's beard oil is called the Maracata. The Maracata. Really good stuff. We also have the men's beard wash. So it's the men's beard wash. So they pump, two pumps, scrub, wash it off. Amazing. Men's shampoo and condition mix. And this one right here smells real good. It gives it a good wash. You'll have a cleansed scalp. And guess what? No chemicals, no toxins, no parabens, no sulfur. Mhm. Last but not least, ladies, we also have our bonnets still here in sale. I sold about maybe 60 of these. Got the look at that. Look at that. And the length of the And this don't slip off. Satin silk does not slip off. So while I told y'all about that, let me tell y'all where y'all can get it from, because y'all need to go. Let me see if I can share my screen. I'll share my screen with y'all. Go right here at www.indigenousherbeauty.com. And so you'll come to your home screen. And our motto is there being no gem in existence more intense than her. That's us, ladies. That's us. Than him. That's you guys, men. Highest emerald roots. All right. So we scroll on down. The bonnets are only 20 for a limited time at this point. They're 15. The shampoo, the conditioner are 15. Also, ooh, these scalp pomades. Look at the goodness that's inside of them. All natural, made from scratch. Mhm. We just sold 6 bottles of the Maracata. It's on its way to Los Angeles. So thank you, Mr. David Bryan. I really appreciate that. Um, and yeah, come to this website, indigenousherbeauty.com. Get you some. Stop harming your hair. Look at this baby girl. She's been using my products for about 3 years now. And her mom just loves it. Yes, yes, this is our vending area. You know, every time we go out to vend on the weekends, we try to take as much pictures as possible. Look inside her hair. That's your scalp pomade. You get you that for your braids and your dreads, and that thing will not stop growing. Yes. Hmm. And this is the good that's in here: marshmallow root, hibiscus, moringa, castor oil, avocado, almond. It goes on and on and on. Look at this hibiscus conditioner. Now that's conditioner. Oh yeah. Look at that. And she holding up, she got the spritz top seller. We also sell soaps, oatmeal soap, especially for skin and eczema as well. Um, But that's the deck right there. Ooh wee. Yum yum. Yum yum. That's our little mini spritz. So y'all don't be scared. Come on my website and come get you some of that good. All right. So I'm gonna just continue to go on with today's good. Okay, good information, good conversation, and I'm gonna go back to it. Okay. Um, whew. Being that it's Sunday, I won't have no breaking news like that unless someone wants to specifically discuss something. But um, my question is to you guys. Um, I've been noticing, and I know it's not only me. So I'm just like, look, I got to get out and say something. I got to talk about this because it's on my mind and it's bothering me. But at the same time, trying to figure out these people are kind of losing it out here. And even, the people that you feel that got it all the way together too. So my question to you guys is, why is therapy necessary? Why is therapy necessary? That's number one of today's topics. Okay. Why is some form of belief essential? Why is some form of belief essential? Hmm? So when you put those two things together, what do you get? Okay, one, we're discussing therapy. Now, therapy doesn't necessarily have to be one on one with someone. Therapy can also be that internal, that muscular therapy, that exercise, that yoga, that silent time, that me time, that God time, that you time. That's therapeutic, right? So I only say that to say that a lot of us are in denial about the need or the why behind therapy. And I understand sometimes you don't want people always in your business and you just rather keep it in. But when you keep it in, that's kind of like built up anger. And you're going to burst, you're going to have an outburst. And it may not be on the person that you actually intended to give that outburst to. So why not let it out and cleanse the soul and cry it out and pray it in and pray it out so that it's possible to look at things a different way. You know, your situation does not have to be all bad. There is some good in it. Any situation, there is some good. I promise you. I could tell you all a few stories, but I will not. Because, that's what it is there for. So, therapy being necessary, I vote yes. Everybody should get it, you know, necessary and confidential and so on and so forth, especially police officers, especially teachers, especially doctors, especially firefighters, just that whole government force, that movement in itself. We all need it. Even those working at McDonald's, um, the pull up restaurant stuff. They need therapy too, because they go through some things too. Because we got to ease down, like with all this fighting, cussing, and carrying on. Something's off. Y'all don't feel nothing off with this, with what's going on? Is it just, it might just be me. Okay, I guess. Um, Many times it can be, you know, what would be called your current whirlwind, or they would say you're going through your storm, right? But if it's your storm and it's your test, then that means at the end of this you should have a testimony, right? And there will be an end because they say, and this too shall pass. So look forward to that and stop dwelling on the past and the problem. See, we're here for the solutions, right? Okay. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to read my Indigenous Her letter. My Indigenous Her letter is a letter just from anyone that's sent to me in private. I don't name any names. I kind of switch around the words some, and I kind of keep it sacred and tight. But I like to hear what you guys think I should do from there. All right, so let me get it tuned in. Okay, it says, hello, Indigenous Her. I have a son who is 34. He has a new girlfriend and they want to move to another location. What should I do? I want him to stay in the same area as I. Okay. So this is going to lead into the other discussions that we have. So there's son that's 33, 34 years old. He's ready to move with his girl or fiance to another location and leave the mom. Um, that's what he is supposed to do to an extent. Now, if his mom wants to come with them, that's something that can be discussed and negotiated as well. And or they can make a schedule where both of them, feel comfortable. I don't know if the distance between how far they're trying to move, but from what I understand, I think it's in the same borough at least, right? Um, so I think it can work out. I don't think she needs to be upset about that. This is what he needs to do as a man, and this is what he needs to do in order to move forward with his future. Because if she's his fiance or girlfriend, then I mean, it's time he create this family so she can say, "I have grandchildren that needs to, yada yada yada." So that's my take on it, ma'am. And I wish you guys the best. I know he's going to do the right thing. And no worries, no worries. Next time, leave me a little bit more content so that I can have something to go off of. But I think I can solve that issue right there. All right, thank you. Mm. So let us keep going until I get my callers and my chimes people. So why is some form of belief essential? Some form of belief essential. I don't have a problem with what you believe in. That's not for me to have a problem with. I think my biggest problem is how you treat myself. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is like, just don't be an atheist. I'm sorry. Believe in something, okay? Because if you believe in nothing, then that means that you don't even believe in yourself. You know, you, if you take a step back and look in the mirror and look at your past and see the things that you have overcame or the things that you've continue to grow and push forward in. Do you really believe that was all you? Uh, um, no, no. So that is an aspect that you need to look at, relook, do a reassessment. Okay. And if you are a believer, you know, what are we doing or what could we be doing to just step that belief factor up a notch? You know, yes, we're praying. Yes, we're reading our Bible. Yes, we're doing the right thing. Yes, we're working on the things that, we have issues with, our walk and so on and so forth. But try to dig deeper and peel the onion back on what more that we can do to open up that light box, to get that gift, that present that we also dear want. We're missing a few things. So therefore, how do you open up that next dimension? How do you get the keys to that door? You know, because if we've been going to church, we've been singing, humming, and praying, and doing it all, and things just don't seem to be going right. Then maybe it's time to throw a wrench in something. I remember one time I broke my ankle, and I threw a wrench in it by I got a dog. I got a dog, and because it was a situation I was going through, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't complete a particular event in my life. And so when I threw my wrench in my situation, things changed up, you know? So I say that only to push on, do it differently next time. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to do the same thing over and over and over again, the same um, way about something. Throw a wrench in it and see if something shakes up from there. Okay, me getting my dog at that time was my wrench that I threw in there. And the very next year, I completed what I wanted to complete, without no hiccup, no issues, no problems. So it works. It works. Do something differently. Do something differently. Mhm. So I'm gonna wait. So our next thing that we're going to be discussing, and we're going to go back over these. I'm just trying to give you guys a brief overview for those that call in. They might want to dip back into that conversation later. But here's my take on it, and then they're going to come in and do their little spills. Okay. Intentional, initiative, and innovative. Intentional, initiative, and innovative. Huh. There's so many different ways to spin on this. Um, I just like I like that word. It just these words just came to me today, So I was like, "Ooh, intentional, initiative, and innovative. Which ones come first? Hmm. I think you have to be innovative, right, in order to take initiative, but you have to be intentional about it, right? So I like adventure. What a way to start this off, right? I like adventure and I like creating. I enjoy just doing such different stuff. I'm not the one that can do the same thing over and over and over again. I need just different stuff, period. Um, so that innovative thought, that level of mind that can go anywhere with you, can discuss on any topic with you. Um, and that can engineer something of genius. That's innovative. That's your innovation, right? But in order to have that level of imagination to put down onto the page or into the atmosphere, right? You have to be intentional about it. And intentional, I love that word. Um, there's this lady, she always used to talk about being intentional. Very close woman to myself, Miss Conliffe, wherever you at. This is your part of the topic. But being intentional, you got to do stuff on purpose. And sometimes you ain't gonna have no friends doing it. And sometimes you ain't gonna have nobody behind you doing it. And so damn what? Who cares? Because in order to grow, you have to like really want it. And when you really want it, you have to like be so intentional that there's nothing that can get in your way about it. You know, that's your level of determination, and that's self-determination. Okay, because you got to be intentional. You can't expect nobody else to be intentional because they got their own stuff going on. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, being intentional is knowing that you ain't finna let nothing stop you. So if you go out there and you decide that you want to open up your own business and you want to create t-shirts or you want to start your own brand, you know, there's always that one person, oh, you getting ready to do that? Oh, why you doing this? Oh, oops. If, you know, be good, Natasha. But at the same time, be intentional. Okay? Maybe you just don't need to tell that nobody. Just do it. Just do it just because. You don't need to tell nobody. And at the same time, you got to take initiative. God is not going to meet you nowhere in your plan if you do not take the initiative to take that one foot and push it forward in any and everything you do. Because even when you wake up in the morning, you wake up in your mind first. Okay? Then you open your eyes. Okay? But then you still have to take that foot up out the bed. You got to jump into it. You got to lead into it. Okay? Get your stretch on, your yoga on, and everything. But you're taking initiative. You see a problem, you're not the one that's going to dwell on the problem. You're the one that's dwelling on the solution. Excuse me. Pardon. All right. So I'm going to continue with highest emerald roots. Are you modern or traditional? I'm I be scrolling through my little Instagram every now and again, and I be watching these chicks and some other chicks and these dudes, and it's just too much going on. I was like, damn, have I been living under a tree? I'm like, what's with this conversation on modern women this, modern women that, traditional women this, traditional women that? And I'm like, damn, where do I fit in this pot? But then again, who cares? Because these people bugging, right? Uh-uh. But in all reality, it's okay to be either or, right? Mhm. It's okay to be either and or it's okay to be both. So here's what I mean. Your modern day woman, she's working, doing her thing, coming in, coming out, 9 to 5, going to school, going to work, doing whatever. The traditional woman is doing the same thing. She's working, doing the same thing, going to school. What's the difference? And then you have me, that's both. Okay. So I'm tired of hearing about what people think of a woman today and what the different name callings that we supposed to provide ourselves. And I just wish I could just go back to the 90s. This is ridiculous. It makes no sense. And it's almost as though you have to be one foot in the door and one foot out. Now, modern does not necessarily mean that I need to party, party, party all daggone week, you know, and become some type of like TikTok guru and share my body out to the world and just act unbecoming, right? Traditional doesn't mean that I'm at home all day in a little closet talking about, oh my gosh, cooking, cleaning, and making babies. But I know some women that are very flexible and can balance themselves and their lifestyles to a point that makes them both. You can do both, but you got to have balance. And you can't expect to be on TikTok and Instagram butt naked one day and have a ring on your finger the next day. It don't work like that. And to be honest, them dudes is really not marrying y'all chicks with them lashes on and all that extra makeup and everything else. Y'all is the one that's not being wiped down. But yet and still, you continue with it. Now, I remember I could tell y'all this one thing. Before I got married, right, there was this lady that I bumped into. Her name is Judith. And we worked together and she was like, girl, I think my husband was there at the time too. And we were discussing. She was like, let me tell you something. You could be anybody on any day. And I mean that y'all keep y'all marriage good and fresh because guess what? You could be all of them women. So one day you got your wig on, the next day you got your hair straight, the next day you got your hair in braids, the next you every woman. So shout out to you, Miss Judith, because I'm every woman. Yes. Okay. At all times. So that was like one of the best advice that she's given me. Anybody could have really given me because it's true. You got to switch it up in your relationship. Keep it pumping, keep it fresh, keep it, different. Throw a wrench in it every now and again, you know. Um, but you could be both. You can have balance. You can party, go to a party maybe once a month, go on a date. Um, and partying is so college bound though. If like go to the bar, sit and chill, do something different. Anyway, that bothers me because I seen this girl that was like 39 years old. She said she was never married and have no kids. But at the same time, all she want to do is party. And she got these long lashes on her eyes and it looks so dumb. And I just was like, sometimes it's best just not even say nothing. I'm sorry. It just is. Get your stuff together. But modern or traditional. And then that whole passport bros thing, I don't know. That's that. We'll tackle that another day. Hopefully somebody chime on here to tell me more about this passport bros thing because I think that's ridiculous. You love who you love, who you love, who you love, and if they think that they're hurting us by going across seas to go do what they're doing, they're not. And at the end of the day, I know them chicks from where I'm from, them chicks marry y'all, yes, but they only marry you for the green card. And once they get the green card, deuces. They out. Them and their kids. And they got shot for child support at the same time. So kudos to y'all, passport bros. Enjoy yourself. We'll be right here waiting. Well, no, not we, but you know what I mean. Uh. About submissive. Them girls are submissive. Uh. Hmm. Okay. You got it. You ain't catch them on the day. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on. Whew, this one is a big one. Self assessment when, where, why. So we have this thing, that they say, hey, be mindful, right? And being mindful is important, especially when you're talking and discussing you, right? So, or yourself, your inner self. Sometimes you got to do that self assessment as well. Go back to the drawing board and figure out, I said that this person was wrong. Well, where in the situation was I wrong? Right? So, and then try to like come to a happy medium about it. I know some folks that at all times got to be right. And you can never chime in and have an opinion of your own. And God forbid that you disagree with them. You know what I'm saying? So self assessment is checking from the rooter to the tutor, okay? From the top to the bottom. Open it all up, okay? hmm Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yes. Hey, caller. Yes, hello. Yeah, so we were just digging into the highest emerald roots. Are you modern or traditional? Um, I'm more of a traditional man in a modern world. Hmm. How so? Well, you have to understand, I like traditions as far as families and that stuff. But then the modern things as far as technology in today's time. So it has to be utilized in order to live in today's world. Okay. Okay. So could you elaborate on that a little bit more, sir? Well, when I think of values, for instance, I think of tradition. When what keeps one healthy and families together and strength.
strengthened.
Okay.
And those are based off various traditions. You know,
Can you tell me about fairy tale versus reality versus God plan?
that's a good one. You know, all is seen to be a fairy tale, but
You
you
say
could
everything seems to be a fairy tale?
all seems to be a fairy tale,
Okay.
but you can use it if you put it to God's plan.
Hmm. Okay. Can I give you my little spill on that? So my spill on that, sir, is when we were younger, we as like young ladies, young girls, we grew up watching, all of the fairy tales that, show the happily ever after. And, this happened in this particular fairy tale, but at the end of the day, the prince got the princess and so on and so forth. But as we got older and older, we tend to see that ain't all the way true, and that fairy tale is the facade that they put out there in the world and to vibrate our hearts and minds on some things that we need to jump into reality about. You know, reality is, you gonna turn once you turn that teenager and you out there in the wilderness, to the wolves, and then by the time you turn 21 and you complete college and you start working and everything, then it's party, party, party season, or some people don't even go to college, right? So then you turn 30 and then you're like, oh shit, I wish I and then you're like looking around, left, look left, look right, and it's done with. The time frame, to do certain things, you're like, oh snap, I gotta go get this baby right now, right quick. Then but with so much science and technology, like you say, reality is you can still continue to give birth. You can still continue to date and live life and enjoy and be blessed with marriage and family and the whole nine, even after 30, after 40, after 50. And let me tell y'all this for the people in the back, 50 is not old, 60 is not old. What's old is 80. I give 80. 80 is old. Because I know some 50-year-olds that look better than some of these chopped up, rundown 20 something year olds. Okay? Period. But
Well,
neither.
still, with all of that being said, you know, that right there, what you just said was,
But let me finish. There also is, that's reality, right? But then there also is God's plan. And that's fact. Nobody can take that away. Nobody can do anything. That's just, we have no say in that. Even the individual don't have a say in that. So God's plan is what He mapped out for you, and what He planned. How you get there is on you. But you definitely gonna go through the path. But as you go through the path, you don't act like you know the fairy tale can exist, but you have to be intentional about it. You have to be innovative enough in order to create that stuff in your mind and take the initiative to go do it, get it done. You know what I'm saying? You can have a Beauty and the Beast wedding. Shoot, you can have a Cinderella baby shower. Okay, I think you could. Put it in your mind, make it happen. Pray on it, and it'll come true. It can come true. So God, He knows what's on your heart. He knows what you need, but He also knows what you can handle and how you go about doing it. You follow that path, you'll be fine. But don't be stuck in that fairy tale too long, because that looking for this super duper billionaire type of dude, he ain't coming up the block right now. You're gonna have to put yourself in settings to have him see you there. at that point.
I see. This is when you have to step into reality. Reality is look in the mirror, think to yourself, and do for yourself, and everything else will come into. Now you can have all the fairy tales. Remember, fairy tales is based off some fact and lots of truth. Just old mystery that has been told through old tales that's somewhat forgotten, but reinterpreted or recreated today and put into to your everyday.
Okay.
So just the fact that people don't have a fairy tale shows the or they have someone else's fairy tale.
The lack of imagination.
Yes, so you have to be able to create in your mind, and then recreate in reality. So therefore, you can do everything you see you want to do with it. But at the same time, you have to do it with every step forward. You can put that in the steps you're moving forward. Have a can-do attitude.
Yeah, a can-do attitude. You're right. Okay, I can dig it. So, sir, can you tell me a little bit more about why, or if you disagree, then that's fine too. Is therapy necessary?
I don't think therapy is necessary. I mean, there's ways that we could be therapeutic in reality. But as far as going to someone and telling them your business, that should be a moment to where you should be able to man up or sister up and deal with the individual. So sometimes you have to deal with the problem in order to solve it.
Okay.
Now you hold it in and begin talking to someone else about something else. That's something else. That's something that's still just unhealthy. And even more, you're transferring your negativity to someone else.
Transferring. Ooh, that's a good one. Now you're talking deep into the inner when you said transferring the negativity into someone else. Mm, I like that. I'm not going to elaborate on it though. Why is some form of belief essential? I mean, you got to believe in something, no? Why is some form of belief essential?
Like I said, belief helps you create your dreams. But as far as, most people believe outside or believe on an object or on anything. But great belief comes with one believing in itself, or
Excuse me.
even in things that, that's all I'm going to say. Belief, I'm going to say, just believe in oneself. Do it that nature.
Okay. Is there anything specific you want to discuss tonight, sir?
Nothing specific, just we have to think of each other and do better. So, call off.
Okay. Okay, I like that. All right. Well, it was nice speaking with you, caller. And please feel free to go onto our YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay?
I will do.
Thank you. Bye bye. Excuse me. Ooh. So there you have it, folks. Okay, we had this great discussion. Pardon me. My goodness. All right. So we had this great discussion tonight. Um, what I like to do is, since it's already, well, I'll still have a good 14 minutes. So I'm gonna try to discuss a little bit more um, about some things. Matter of fact, let me update you guys on some things that we've been working on recently and lately. A little bit of free game for anybody that is interested. Please check out Black Sands Patreon. Black Sands Patreon. They are about to reopen the availability to purchase stocks come April 1st. So get on out there and buy you some Black Sand stocks, okay? I want need y'all to do that. I really believe in this movement, and I want to just say shout out to that family, that group. I've been my whole family, including my children, has been following them for quite some time. And hey, Karen, how are you? So, can you tell me a little bit about your thoughts on if therapy is necessary, ma'am? Okay. Well, maybe what about um, reality versus God's plan? Oh, she hung up. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, but like I was saying, Black Sands, they also is having a summit on May the 7th in Harlem, New York. I plan on being out there. Um, I think it's going to be a great event. I'm real proud of this family here for pushing. If y'all go on YouTube and just take a look at Black Sands, it's a beautiful. I don't want to just narrow it down to a cartoon. It's a comic book series cartoon type. I mean, I don't exactly know, but my kids they be hooked on that, and it's beautiful, beautiful. They did a great job with that. Another business I want to highlight is I know this man has been. I've been following him as well. I know you guys too. Has Umar Johnson, the FDMG Academy. I pray he does open up his school, and I pray that he get class coming in session come next semester, and I pray that he keep pushing what it is that he's pushing. I like his movement too. Um, so shout out to him. If I can get all these people in one room, this would be too grand, right? Um, Also, Black Sands is looking for resumes, and they giving out they have a lot of career opportunities. So please hit them up and become a Patreon member. All right, after you become an Indigenous Her member, though. Nah, whatever you like. Um, what else I wanted to say? When you guys get a chance, look up the NACA program, the NACA program for housing, home buying. Please take a chance, take a minute to take a look at that. Also, go on now. My boy Marcel, he's trying, he's pushing. Please donate. We're donating next week to his cause. He is running again for office. So congratulations. All right, Marcel Gregory Dixon. Congratulations once again. Hopefully I can have you on here as an actual guest soon. But I'm still getting the gist of things, right? So just thank you for just even pushing so hard like you do. This is Women's Month, so I'm gonna just give a shout out to a few women that I enjoy. I think that we down here we don't get enough increase, you know. I know everybody's probably looking at the Oscars right now, but guess what? Them people ain't doing nothing for us. I'm just saying. So I'm giving out some kudos and respect to a few ladies that I like and enjoy and that has um thrown a seed into me and invested in me and my growth. So if I don't say nothing now, I want to put it out in the atmosphere. You know, first and foremost, um, my mom, um, she's amazing and just funny as can be. Oh goodness, she's too much. But women, should I say? Let's go with Ashona Fife. All right. Shout out to you out there in Myrtle Beach. Shout out to Deborah Brown out there in VA. Shout out to Rachel Conleth out there in New York. All right. Shout out to Latanya Smalls, a very good friend of mine. She's out here in South Carolina. She's a songstress. I'm hoping to get her on here one day to just bust some vocals. Maybe me and her might do some karaoke if she allow me. Because she's the true singer. You know, I'll be right. Um, who else? Shout out to Kendra Wheeler. You know, I just went to her grand opening. She offered me a great opportunity, and I can't wait to do more with her, and we're gonna grow. So shout out to Miss Kendra Wheeler out there in Florence, South Carolina. Shout out to Deborah Johnson out there in Mount Pleasant. Okay, I gotta get you on the ones and twos because we gotta talk because I need some cute little summer outfits. All right, so I'm gonna definitely give you a call this week, Deborah Johnson. Debbie's Fashion. That's the name of it. Shout out to the Fox family. All right, Janet, Jill, Twinning. Shout out to just all great and great women. You know, we don't increase each other enough. We just don't. And so we are bad to each other. And so I'm just like ecstatic. Any opportunity and choice I get, I want to go ahead and just like increase others because I'm tired of the negative. I'm tired of the weird stuff, you know. So it's good to have that level of increase and just throw it in the atmosphere so that you know this week coming. Oh, shout out to Hart, my homegirl, in Texas. Shout out to Yada. All right. Shout out to Ashley, even though she gave up on me. It's all right. um, who else? Shout out to Amanda YNF. Um, Shout out to Clarice Andrews. You know, if I don't ever get a chance to say that I love you guys, I do. I love y'all. Y'all keep me grounded. Y'all keep me good. Y'all keep me smiling. And, you know, we just keep each other up. We keep each other, and we hold each other to a standard now. There's a standard that you have to keep. Okay? Just can't just be living all willy nilly. And so that's back to the modern versus traditional. My girls they got balance. And we know how to motion. You know, we're not just gonna be out there. You know, that this TikTok stuff, Instagram stuff, a lot of this stuff is set up for us to fail. Yeah, and we just showing our stuff and ourselves and naked skin and everything. That's just that is not the move. My husband would not allow. All right, let me go ahead and get off this line. But y'all, I'm gonna try to be more consistent, okay? But y'all have to continue to try to call in, continue hit like, share, and subscribe. And when you get a chance, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Just get on here and we'll talk about anything. This is a place to vent. This is a non-judgment zone. This is a place for God. This is a place for you, me, she, her, him, us all. And so that's really what this is created for. And then sometimes you just need to like let some things out because if you keep it bottled up, you're gonna snap on somebody. And people be like, Tasha, why you always smiling? I'm always smiling because I'm just as happy as I can be. Because guess what? I let that stuff out. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna be mad for too long either. Oh, cute. Okay, got this little thing together, my little head stuff. Okay, y'all. I'm get off the line. Let me go do what I need to do. And I'll see y'all soon. I can't give y'all no direct schedule because my schedule is all over the place. Okay. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a daughter. I got a lot going on, you know, just like you do too. Okay. So hit me up. Y'all know the number. Give me a holler shout. And send in those Indigenous Her letters. When y'all write y'all Indigenous Her letters, please elaborate so that I can understand a little bit more about this letter. Okay? Submit your letters, but elaborate. All right? All right. Thank you.